Well, hi, welcome to my video of me making a profile. First thing we're going to do is make a family. Go to profiles, new, open new, and we're going to go down until we can find metric profile hosted and go open. Unfortunately mine is running slow today. Don't ask me why, but it is. Okay, now here's where we CA. Here's where we go through. Here's how we go through and make a profile. Now, imagine these lines are a wall, a floor, or a wall, and a ceiling. That's the way we look at those lines. We can't say, no, it's not, because, well, that's what they're going to represent when we do our profile. Just shut that down because I don't need him. Yep, thanks, Fendi. So now we right click on this, create similar, go up to our draw panel, click on pick lines, and we're going to give it, say, 20 mil thickness, and we go from this line 20 mil that way. We'll say we'll go with 80 mil in height, so we go up in 80 mil. Now, to create a profile, it's pretty simple, but before we do that, we have to give these things dimensions, and so we go from the strong line to the creator line. Click off it, and same again with this one, from the strong line to the creator line. With that, then we go hit escape a couple of times so we can bring up, click on our dimension, go up to label. At the moment we've got no labels, no parameters, so we're going to add a parameter. Now, we can't change the type of parameter that we're trying to make, but we can change it to an instance or a type. We want to keep these as a type, so I'm going to call this one thickness. We'll leave it in dimensions because it won't matter where we put it. And this one, we're going to add a parameter and call it height. Now, we will go into more about that later. Right now, we come down to here. Draw whatever profile you find that you are trying to create. So for me, say draw lines, I'll come down to this corner here. I'll come up, say, 15 mil. Come in 3 mil. Or just type 3 and it'll come in. Then come to arc, start and radius arc. Go up, say, 5 mil bead. Hit OK. Now, you can either snap it or you can bring it back to this line here. Get it as close and as rough as you can, and boom. Say that is the arc that you wanted. Now we'll go, you can either press this button here for TR, trim, or just type in the shortcut, which is TR, which will do the same thing. We pick this line, and we want it so it encloses, so that arc is still the same. It's just now it's trimmed off to meet back with the wood. So like a router had gone through and routed through that piece of wood to give us what we've done. Hit escape. Now we want to go back up to the top, create line, draw a line, come to the top, come out 3mm. Pick start end radius arc, come down 5mm. Now this one, we'll just let it snap to the radius of 2.5. Hit OK. Come racing out. Then we're going to race down to our point here. See, Revit has this beautiful thing that lets us know if we are over. Hit OK. Now, we don't want it going out. You can either have your profile going out or a concave. So depending on what you're trying to achieve, I'm going for a concave look. You might not want it to go concave. Hit escape, pick lines, and then we just want to close this off. Just pop it in. Oop. Now, I've gone over there, so that's fine. To see if you have got an enclosed thing, go on one of your lines and press tab. Now it'll bring up if it's all encompassed. Now, as you can see, mine down the bottom isn't, so TR for trim, and just trim it off so it's fully enclosed. How's that going to look, you say? Well, that depends on the way you want it to look. Now, you can get funky and you can do different things, and some people do sweeps and resolves on them, and once they've put them in place, like flowers and stuff like that. That's up to you guys. It's not my thing, but some people do it. I always do just stock standard like this for now you go up here to save it, go into options, go 1 backup, because you don't want to make any more than that. Hit OK and call it architrave dash profile 1. Reason I say architrave profile 1 is because you're going to have more than one profile for architraves. You'll make more as you go along and find architraves, but this is just showing off my skills here. So I've got architrave 1. I hit save. Where I say I want to go into Revit stuff, profiles, I've already got it saved here. But some people, it's just to show you how you're doing it. As you can see, I've got a base, I've got a chair rail, and I've got cove, and I've got a crown one. These are just different profiles. So, okay, that's how you do a profile. Now, how's this work in a project, you say? Okay, so let's just go buck, ding, open up a project. Go to architrave wall, draw a box, hit OK, escape a couple of times. Let's put in, we'll put in a door. Now I'm going to flip that door. Now I'm going to take my door tag away from there so we can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go pop and pop because, we don't. And I'll move it over so the door is a bit closer to the wall. So I'm going to just tab it across like so. Pull it come out 90mm off the wall. Let's click off it. Just bring that door tag up. Now, door tag, you can leave it on or you can take it off. You can just come to your door and click on the door. And it's got the door tag, say entry door. Pop it and it will say entry. Okay, pretty simple, pretty basic stuff. You can change whatever you want to say. You can call it door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4, and then have a door schedule like they do here. As you can see, it's already put it. Now it's got height, it's got the width, it's got the thickness, and you can change these. You can say I only want a 40 thickness door, Okay. I want the door width to say be 920. Okay, and I want it to only be 2100 tall. Okay, rightio. Go back to your floor plan. And look, it's changed it. It's only given me a 36.5 measurement from the doorway. So we want to bring that out. Say 70. Say 70 mil. Does it matter? Not really for this, but it's just to give you an idea of what we're doing. Now, how do we put architraves, base architraves, to a wall? But yet I don't want it. Say this wall. No, this wall. Control this wall and this wall. Let's say that's stud timber, and this wall we'll change to brick veneer timber. Okay, we go to a 3D image, and we got our door, we got the brick on the outside, we got your timber. Base constraint, top constraint, we'll say level 1. Okay, so it's a bit small, a bit more easier to see and explain. Now we're in this wall, and we want to know, there's two ways we can make a base architrave go around a wall. We can edit type, edit structure, and then go to preview, go to modify, go to sweeps, go to add. Now, if we go to a default program, well, it doesn't, it's not there. So we need to load the profile in this system, in this instance, sorry, not system. Go to our, where we're putting all our stuff, and we go, I want the base architrave. Okay, material, doesn't matter what material you can assign material to the profile, or you can do it through this. We'll say cherry. Distance base, but we've got to choose the right side. We don't put architraves on the outside, so it's an internal thing. We click apply. Click OK. We go down to our. Didn't work. Why? What's going on? Obviously the one I've got doesn't work. So, or it's not the right one. So how do we do this? We go back in. No, we go Alt. It's default. That's why. Architrave. Apply. Okay. And look again. Wow. I have a gaming mouse which allows me to do this without using the wheel. So there's the architrave. Okay, now we like it, it's where we want it, click OK. Click apply, click OK. Which is great. It even cuts it for us, so it sits in properly, and all the stuff that we want it to do, it's done properly. But if we look at the door frame, and you see that, we can do this by going modify, and we can trim that one, but you can't trim it. How do we get that to work? So that's the one reason why I don't like doing it this way. It's because it's really, it only works on one wall. And the other problem is, say we go back to ground floor and we say this wall goes into another room, but we don't want that architrave to be there. and goes this way. And we don't want the architrave on either side of these walls, that we just want that square set. We've got tiles going up and we want to show that crisp line where the architrave hides it. But as you can see, it goes through. It does it. Pain in the bum? Yes, because now you've got to think, how do I make it work for that and that only? This is the dilemma that we sit with when designing. We can go back into the wall, we can edit structure, go into sweeps, and delete that. Apply. Okay. And okay. But then I haven't got the architrave anymore. How do I get my architrave on without having to do this? So, first of all, we have to go in. We have to go ground floor. We have to set a reference plane. We're going to have to pick lines. And we'll pick our lines there. But that's not where I want it. How am I going to get that to work? Excuse me. That's not the way I want it. Nor that. Go back to our ground floor. This is why we put these in. Now this is the section that we have to work in. Here we set reference plane. We can draw it or we can pick a line. I normally just draw it. Just go past your ground floor measurement. Click on the line. Up here, it'll have name. So we want to call this base. Architrave. And click apply. And as you can see, it's got it there. Then we go back to ground floor. We then go escape, set, name the reference plane. Okay. Now we go to model in place. So component, model in place. We'll go with Caseworks because it's just, doesn't matter what you, just call it architrave base. Make sure it's spelled right. Excuse me. And click OK. Great. How do we do it? Well, we want to do a sweep. We want to pick path. And we go around. Well, we don't want to do that. We want to sketch path, sorry. We want to make sure that our reference plane is the base architrave over here, because if we go through and we go, let's pick a different, if we had a ceiling architrave going in there as well, and we picked the ceiling architrave for our product, it would look stupid if the base was up top and the ceiling one was actually on the ground, wouldn't it? You would be going, okay, I feel like a doofus. So what we do is we go pick, and pick, right here. But we have these lines going out here, we don't want them. So we just TR to trim, pick, and pick. But mech, we have this opening. Well, let's just say we don't know the opening right now is going to be a problem. I do. Some of you out there might. Some of you might not. So this is to those who don't know. And you go click OK. Edit profile. East elevation. Right, there's where we want to be. But there's no... That's not going to help. So select profile. Go up here, architrave base 1, zoom in, but a wall, it's inside a wall, Mick. What are we going to do? That's where we say flip. Brings it into the wall, into the side that we want it on. Click OK. Finish model. Where is it? No, it's not there, Michael. Yes, it is. And if I go to my floor plan, you'll see it from the top. If we go into our visual, it's there. But look, we have a problem. This is right in our doorway. How do I fix this? How do I stop that from happening? There's two ways. We can edit in place. And we can say this, edit sweep, sketch path, floor plan, go up to split level, or press SL, which is a shortcut, and select delete in the segment, and we want to cut here, and we want to cut here. Click OK, click OK, finish model, and we'll go to 3D. Done. But yet again, we have a problem. Oh no, it's inside the product. Correct, it is inside that dilemma. It's again eluded me. So what we do is we go click, trim, TR, no, it's align something, I don't know if it's that, so click, align, go to the draw, go to the other way, do this the other way. There is a way to do it. I just can't remember off the top of my head, but let's have a look. Let's cut that, back to that. That's it. I do believe I've worked it out again. Cut. So cut that. Go back to my 3D. And there we go. That is now no longer going through the wood. That's how we do it. So there you go. I remembered. Now if I put a floor in, so if I go to floor and I go to architecture, flooring, architectural, okay. Go to floor, architectural, radio. What the hell's going on here? Walls, backgrounds. No. Don't see nothing that says why I can't do this. So hit escape a couple of times. Floor, architectural. Delete that. Okay. Now I should be able to do it. Yes, I was being a daffer and pretty much forgot that setting your I set it too early. TR to trim, because we're just doing a trim, just doing the basics here. Okay, so we put a floor in, go to our 3D, and our floor should be sitting right underneath, and it is our architrave. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Thank you very much for joining us with profiling, doing just profiles for architraves. You can do them for ceilings, you can do them for around the doors as well, but that is in door settings and that is in doors themselves. So I will go show you that you can use the same architrave to go up and around your doors as you do as your base. Thank you very much. Good night.